Hello, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to learn about fingerspelling. Fingerspelling. What is fingerspelling? Fingerspelling is the representation of letters of the alphabet using fingers. It is also a signing system in which each letter of the alphabet has its own sign. I will put a link so that you can know what the signs of each letter of the alphabet is. These hand shapes were originally taken from a book of prayer that was written by a Franciscan monk whose name is Melchior or Melko Yebra. Each letter was associated with a given prayer. If a monk was too ill to recite a prayer, he could indicate a prayer by making a corresponding handshake. This concept was then borrowed for use of education of the deaf at the National Institute of the Deaf Mute in Paris. How do we fingerspell double letters? So there are two ways in which we use to fingerspell double letters. The first one is we sign the letter twice, and the second one is we slide or glide the letter slightly to the side but naturally. So the first one, we do the letter or sign the letter twice. For example, when we are signing book, what we will do is B-O-O-K. That is the first sign. Or foot, F-O-O-T. Then the second way is sliding or gliding slightly to the side, but in a natural way, not exaggerating. So if we are signing book, what we will do is B, then O-K, O-K, B, O-K. Then foot is F-O-T, foot. That is the second way of signing double letters. Now we are going to look at the reasons why we use fingerspelling. So the first reason is we use fingerspelling when we are introducing a spoken word that has no sign equivalent. This means that there is a word which is new to the deaf culture. For example, when the virus came, coronavirus, no one knew the sign, so we used to fingerspell. So what we do is C-O-R-O-N-A, then virus, virus, virus. So corona was a new word, a spoken word but new to the deaf culture. So what we used to do is fingerspell. The second reason as to why we use fingerspelling is to explain regional signs that may not be familiar. So we come from different places, and the deaf people, when they are visiting a different place, they might see or be signed for a new sign that may not be familiar with them. So what we do, we fingerspell, then give the sign and tell them that this sign is equivalent to this one that we have just fingerspelled. So there, fingerspelling is used. We use fingerspelling to accompany a new concept or vocabulary. I'll use the same example as I used in the first reason. The word coronavirus or the term coronavirus. when it was new and a sign was made for the word, then it was not the same to every deaf person. So some deaf people knew the sign is coronavirus and others never knew. So the way to make them know the sign, we would fingerspell, then do the sign. So coronavirus, then coronavirus. So if we do the two at the same time, we tell that the sign, this is the same as the word we have just fingerspelled. This way it will be easy for them to know because it is a new vocabulary to the deaf persons. Another reason is to produce some idioms in code switching. Idioms are terms or expressions with hidden meanings. If we just sign to the deaf people, then they will not understand what we are meaning. They will take the expression literally. So we fingerspell for them to understand that this is an idiom. We use fingerspelling for proper nouns. When we are giving signs for proper nouns, we fingerspell. Another reason is for convenience. So some people may sign, but the sign might not come out clearly. So instead, we use fingerspelling for convenience. What are the important features to be observed during a dialogue in Kenyan Sign Language? One of the features is maintain eye contact. So every time you speak or sign to a deaf person, you're supposed to maintain eye contact. If you look on the other side, it might mean that you are pausing and you don't want to continue talking. In a Kenyan Sign Language dialogue, you should sign with respect to the other person, even when what they are saying or what they are signing is different from what you believe. We should always carefully select the signs or words we want to communicate in order not to hurt the other party. The final important feature is turn taking. We should always give space for another person to tell their communication in order for us to understand each other. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and watch more videos on this channel. See you in